I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man. I'm going to step off the limb now. Blue, we're breathing again. Thanks a lot. I'm going to step off the limb now.
Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here. Okay, stand by 13, we're looking.
Blue, we're breathing again. Thanks a lot. I'm going to step off the limb now. That's one small step for man. Ignition sequence start. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Zero. Welcome to the Dobsonian Power channel. Tonight is a bit earlier because I was bored. I'm with the flu and I wanted to do something. The telescope is here. Let me place the music. My head is a bit weird. But it's not because of the flu. It's because of the clouds. We have clouds outside, but I can see some stars. We will see how it works. The meaning of this live stream tonight is to finally test the new focuser I have there. I even will place it. I have the all-sky camera outside also to test also. It's the first test I will do. Well, second. Actually, I tested it. Camera like the one. It's a large field of view. You will see. And I will place the table that I have here. This table here to below the Virtuoso, and you will see from the camera, but the telescope is still here because I want to show you from a different perspective this focuser. Well, I tested it with clouds, but it was worst. I couldn't see that night, and I was with the flu, always coughing, and no conditions to live stream at all. And I placed it outside just to focus and try the focuser. And inserted the Barlow to test the weight of the Barlow. I received it. I have already this 3x Barlow. It's a 1 1/4. It's very nice, but it's a bit heavy. It weighs a bit. But I test with Virtuoso and it was fine, no bending of the focuser, nothing. What I don't know is with the use, with the go-to, etc. here and there, all over the place, if this will affect the tracking or something. We will see that sooner than later. But it's a nice one. A hint for you, I noticed that this Lacerta that I got from Astro Art Finland, it's a 5X, this one. It has very high quality also. It's a power mate also. It's not a simple Barlow like this one. But it's lighter. So, well, I like Explore Scientific. My sponsor didn't have this one and I bought it in Amazon. It was a good price, I bought it. And because I like the results with my Explore Scientific, I love this eyepiece. I really love this eyepiece. The 9mm, 100 degrees. It's the best eyepiece I have to watch the sky. And the one that I use the most. It has a large field of view, but at the same time, magnification enough to watch very well the planets. Even the Orion Nebula, it's good. Oh, you're here. I don't know how to spell your name. Zvizek. We were talking on Discord about this new focuser. Hello, Ray. Hello, West Coast Winds. With the Dobsonian power. Dobsonian power. Hello, Chris Green, team from Netherlands. Fred Led. The Virtuoso team is all here. AZ Ray. Marco. Yeah, the Virtuoso team is all here. Well, let me push the Virtuoso here. Before I place it outside. It's no wind, so you see, this works very, very well. I really like this new focuser. Very smooth, light. This is only for you to look. With my setup is this. It's an important thing that I said to Geisler on Discord. I'm using the camera, it's covered this gray stuff, it's foam to insulate when I use the mini cooler. But it's a ZWO294. And I use the adapter, the focal reducer and the filter. This is the right way to do it. So this, I will only screw this here. Look how smooth it is. Look. Look the distance that goes up. This is 17mm to 31. You can use larger than this, but larger, you see the distance that you will add to this by the minimum. The minimum of this one is 17mm. So this all in, it's 17mm thickness. Then I added the adapter to M42 to M48, so a bit more of millimeters. So 17mm. If you buy one, for instance, 25mm to whatever, it says that it means that it has minimum 25mm. It has the advantage that probably you can change from focal reducer to nothing and to a Barlow, and you will have travel enough for everything, which I don't have right now. But it's more distance. More distance means the sliders a bit down. Right now, as I'm using, it's exactly at the same position. Look, the marks here. I have these marks here for actually now I use this hack. I use this, but I will have to readjust after I finalize everything. I finish everything to adjust to the new. It's almost the same. Look, you see? But I don't know yet what I'm trying to figure things, new things here. New wonderful things in the Virtuoso. So, this is with this focuser. If you add an helicoidal larger than this, than 17 millimeters, the difference will be that you will have to pull this down a bit more to get the travel to focus. If you add a thinner one, like one that I saw, I think it has 16, the advantage it's not so much, because with 16 or 15 you will win only 2 millimeters, but the travel will be much less, and you want to have a good travel. This focuser as it is, I'm very happy with this. It has travel enough for focal reducer and no focal reducer. Now, if I had a Barlow, I will have to readjust the sliders. Imagine I'm doing my imaging session with a as is with a focal reducer. If I want to change for a Barlow, maybe we'll do that tonight, I just have to move the sliders to the next level that I have here. I know this is a level for the Barlow, more or less, but then I will have no annoying focusing, because this focus very, very smoothly. You will see from the camera outside. Don't worry. But I just wanted to show you this. Another thing, if somebody has any question or things about this or whatever, just say. In my setup, when I screw, that's why I say when you screw, when you place this will never, I will never take this off. This is very strong, look. You see, very strong. No way. If I pull this, I break first the telescope, and this will be, if I threw my telescope from the window, it will break everything, but this will keep attached to the focuser. That's a great thing. And mine is with the 2 screws up. That means after everything connected, this is to stay forever like this. I will only change the camera. If I screw the camera right now, I place like this to allow me, when I screw it all in, you see, I screw it all in, I know that it's in a position with the camera horizontal and vertical. You know, the right position for the camera. Because now we don't have rotation. You can't rotate. You can rotate a bit. If you need to adjust 1 millimeter, you don't. But if you want to be precise, you can release a bit, or preferably to tighten it a bit more, and it will rotate just 2 or 3 millimeters. You have that margin. But we don't have, we can't rotate. So as we can, because this is all screwed, as we can't rotate, and this doesn't rotate the camera, that's the intention. As it doesn't rotate, we have, the only way to rotate is to unscrew this and rotate, but that will make you lose collimation, because this is collimated as is, and from the moment you collimate, you don't want to touch it anymore. Now, I talked about the rotation. I received I'm sorry, guys. I received the rotator. This is a manual rotator. I never used it. Maybe someone here might give me some hints. I bought it M48. There are M42 also, and other measures, but M42, M48 for our setups. I purchased M48 to allow me to screw anything and to be large. I like to use M48 2-inch for everything. The problem is I can't replace. The idea was to replace this black here, the default adapter of the camera. It has 11 millimeters. This has only 12.5, I think. Yes, 12.5. And the idea was to place it like this here. I can do that. I have a smaller ring that can adapt the M42 default of the camera to this M48, so wonderful. But then it was a fail. Then I saw that it has a male thread here. So to the camera will be female, no problem, but to the filters and everything will be male M48. There's a solution. There's an easy solution. I use that adapter that we always use, M48 to M42. I screw here, you see, and I have already here an M42, for instance. Or if I want, I can use any adapter to M48 and even to 1 1/4. The thing is, my purpose, my goal was to eliminate this part here and use always this. Now there's solutions to place, for instance, the rotator here, but it will add space. It will add space to the 10 millimeters, adding 10 millimeters to the distance. That's why I don't know what I'm going to do. I will work so far. For now I will work as is, because the rotation, when I rotate the camera, I have a sticker here and I know exactly this is the right position. It might not be completely flat, the camera might be a bit to the left or to the right, but doesn't matter at all when moving the go-to arrows. So I don't know, the rotator will be a nice thing, but it is heavy. I didn't know. This is very, very good material. And it's heavy. It weighs 93 grams. So it will add 93 grams to this. And with this kind of telescopes, with the Virtuoso, with this scrap focuser that he had, and the connection to here, this is plastic, look. This here, it's plastic here around. So that's not, I don't know, I think I will not, it was a failure. I think I will not use this unless I see that changing stuff I really need to rotate. I will let you know, but so far so good as it is, you know. Look at this. The camera, focal reducer, filter, the adapter that will be always here. It's very easy to take this off at the end. We just do like this and rotate, you see. I like very much this solution. Very, very much. Thank you very much, really, Fred Led. If it wasn't for Fred Led, I didn't reach this solution, because it was like, well, I was complacent and with this focuser, and my mind was already, well, okay, I will use the focuser, the crap focuser as is, and I will not do anything because the solutions they harm the focuser. We have to cut or things like that. I don't want to do that, and I didn't like the solutions. That one of Red LED, I saw it's a good solution. Who makes that rotator? I don't know. This is a no-brand rotator. There are many. This kind of rotator. But they are all the rotators I was searching everywhere in different countries. All the rotators are M42, M42 or M48, M48. One side female, another side male. This has a thread here. But the problem is the thread that is inside the M42 part. It's a weird thread. It's almost like the Virtuoso focuser. It's like 44 or something. I was searching for step-down rings. I couldn't find. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know what I'm going to do. Hello, Geisler. Yeah, have a nice trip. You watch later. But I will place it outside as is. Then I will focus and we'll see how it goes. But I wanted to show you first how nice it is. You see? It's very light as is, and even if you don't use any reducer, like Tim was saying, Tim likes to use without reducer, you will have even less distance, which means you will pull, Tim, this will be great for you. You will pull this up a lot. And if you add to that idea that you had of using a 1 1/4 filter inside the camera, with that adapter that comes with a ZWO that you don't have, but you can buy anywhere. It's a simple ring M42 male to inner ring. In the inner part is 1 1/4. So you can screw 1 1/4 filters, any filter there, and it's stuck really near the sensor. You can use that, and other parts around the camera, it doesn't mess it all. So it's only that you have to take it off when you want to change it. I also thought in use, but it's too heavy. The problem with this telescope is that we don't want to add weight. I could use, for instance, this filter drawer. Also, it could adapt very well here in this focuser, but you see, this is even heavier. So no way. I will use the filter as is here, and the ones that have 1 1/4 filter with an adapter, it will give you even less distance because you will not have the filter here as I have right now. So usually you can use like I'm using, but without a reducer. If you don't use reducer, it's all of this and then the filter. So imagine the camera right into this low profile. It will be great for you. Now about the vignetting, we will try to see now. The clouds boost a lot the vignetting. A lot, because of the brightness. But we will see. I'm not very excited, or I have a feeling that the vignetting will not, or at least too much, will not benefit too much. Because we still have inside the focuser. The old base of the focuser, which has 1 1/4. More or less. So I think it's like a small hole. So I think it will not benefit, and besides this is a Newtonian. Always has vignetting when large field of view with this camera. You will not have vignetting if you use a smaller sensor. A 224, you will never get vignetting with a 224. So let's place this outside. What is very long, Fredled? Some of the... another thing that you were worried, Waldo, I saw your message. This, I think the companies, I don't know what... Look, the M42 has, you say there, the M42 has 1 millimeter rather than the T2 M42 is 0.75 millimeters. All of this has all of these parts that I have the links there for you if you want to buy, or at least know what to buy and buy in another place, it doesn't matter. Well, I win if you click my links and buy there, and you don't lose any money. But you buy where you should buy. If you see cheaper in another place, of course you will buy there and not through my links, of course. Everything is 0.75 here. Everything. Actually, they say, I think it's the adapter, it says 0.75. And all of these, the helicoidal, it's 0.75. What I noticed for a long time ago is that the companies, when they place the products, they usually are called T2 or M42 or both, but they are all the same. Where I think that they are specifically different is on those adapters specifically for Canon, for some DSLR, Nikon, those weird and expensive adapters just for Sony. just for those cameras, those are different and they have the right pitch. But all of this Chinese stuff, it's 0.75, and you can see that I screw and unscrew very well, no problem at all. And even if you had to force this to the pitch to connect, as you will not take this anymore from here, I will not touch this anymore, it will not be a problem. But no, it's 0.75, don't worry, at least the parts that I recommend to you and I purchased to me, 0.75. Actually, I can say to you that this here, I didn't say in the video because of the confusion, too many information, but I can say right now, this extension has 40 millimeters, it's from TS, Telescope Express, and it has, mine has not the M42 thread, I had it here with M48, but I just placed the ring there, M48 to M42, and it's inside, it's a ring that it's all threaded, all male, so it's inside this, you can see, and it's not important. The M42 is the best one because it will fit the helicoidal focuser right to one thread without needing any adapter. You just need this extension, this helicoidal focuser, and the adapter to screw the 2-inch stuff. Then I ordered it already, but it will last forever to arrive. But later when it arrives, I don't know, it has on Amazon, but it's only in the United States. I couldn't find here. It's a low profile. I think it has 50 millimeters, and they don't call it a 1.25 to 2-inch adapter. They call it an extension because it's to use as this case as an extension, not to use inside a 2-inch focuser as the other ones. The other adapters. Look, this one is to insert in a 2-inch focuser and use 1.25 eyepieces. Notice that all of these adapters have here, you see, a stop ring at the top, so you insert in the focuser and it stops, you stay there. The low profile one that I purchased, that I ordered, it has no stop. It's completely flat. It's not to use in a 2-inch focuser. It will fall probably inside the focuser, not fall because of the screws, but it will be dancing there. So that one is an extension, low profile, with an adapter that I told to Zbizbek on this car to buy. So it's a M42 to M48 to fit here. Then I can use then a Barlow and hopefully to have travel enough, I don't know, without having to move the sliders. That's my goal. Now let's go outside. You sold your 130p. Don't worry, Randall. Buy the 150. It's even better. Buy the 150 and do this. Let's place it outside. My head is blowing. My parts come in today, so some of them jam, but still work. I like very much this solution because it fits on the outside of the plastic focuser. Radian means you don't have, and it's, I don't know if it's because I'm opening the camera. Because this is, the weight is at the bottom, it sticks there. This is very, I like very much. It will not fall, it will not bend anything. It was pity that it was cloudy. Let me connect the camera. I also have the all sky. Hold on. Why do I keep the old focus? 1 1/4. What do you mean? This? This I took it off. The draw to the base I keep. I didn't want. If I want to take this off and use this again, I can. Look, this is a solution to fit everybody. When I give here, I could experiment stuff, and this can be improved for sure. I could do other stuff to improve, but then it will be like a Frankenstein telescope, and that's not my goal. My goal is to help beginners and people like what's the name? Zbizbek, like Zbizbek, to that don't know, and to easily buy the parts, screw, and that's done. Even like that, they will have to do that part of the collimation very precisely, but it's only once, so it's an easy solution. Threadlet solution is also good. The only thing I didn't like, I may be wrong, but to have that screwed like that, the helicoidal, to the focuser only by the compression, the pressure that the tape does, I believe that it will not fall anything. But you know, when we do imaging, a bit of tilt is enough to, I don't know. And this is heavy, this is super heavy. My setup is super heavy. For some use without heavy stuff there, I think it will work flawless. And it has the advantage of being having more travel. I don't know. You, Fredled, if you just buy this part, extension, you can try with yours, even being larger, to see how it works, for instance. Or another, this is an aggressive idea. I don't know if in the future, if this works well for a year. And if I find something like this even shorter, because this extension has 40 millimeters, imagine that I find some extension like this, but with 20 millimeters. And I don't use the focuser anymore. It still have room for me to cut the focuser, then I will cut without problems, because I know that I will never come back to the previous solution, the old focuser. And I won't have any problem in cut and place a lower profile, even lower profile extension. Not too much, only 20 millimeters, to have room for the focuser to grab the focuser with strength. You know what I mean? It's a bit aggressive, but in the future, if there's... I was searching, but I saw anything like this. Let me just place it outside and I read the chat while this cool down. You see the... I'm testing also the 10 meters cable. It's an active cable. Hello, Brian. It's an active cable, USB cable. 10 meters. You see that this... you can see... Hold on. This cable here... This is the camera, the all sky here. But here is a cable, is 10 meters. Then it comes to my hub and it has 1 more meter to the computer. So it's a powered hub. Let's see if it works, because I'm testing also working with a powered hub. Without it, I know that it works. I use it a lot. But now I want to test this cable instead of the previous one, because as it's active cable, to see if the frame rate doing planetary imaging is better when we will do soon Jupiter. And guys, I have something. If though I just hope that the weather tomorrow will be good. I don't know. It seems like it's weird. If the weather tomorrow is good, I have something very, very beautiful. You will love it. Prepared for the live stream. Rare and beautiful, but it has to be good. The weather. Like this tonight, it will not work. And then on Sunday, I will do, if the weather allow, I will do those kind of live streams with the all sky only. I'm not in camera, just in the chat with the Draconids. So let's place this outside. With a table will be easier. Of course, don't forget the like. If you're enjoying the show, remember to give it a like to spread it all over the world. Let me open another sharp cap with the all sky to see if it's working fine. All sky, all sky. Yes, it's working. It's not focused. It's not focused. This is on auto. This is on auto. It's near. I'm testing, but it's too much close to the window. It has reflections, I think. We'll see. So let's place like this. And like this. Yeah. Okay, the cable is connected. Now what's that? It's the infrared. When I'm in front of the camera or between both cameras, the all sky appears black, the camera, or the sky black. But with the security camera, it stays like this. I can't work. I have to stop the security camera to work with the all sky. So we leave the all sky like that for now, and we will do the job. Interesting. And now I'm not very the cables. I hope the cables. I have to be cautious and watch what's happening, rotating the telescope for the cables. I don't want to have a video. Well, it will be funny, but breaking my telescope here in this live stream because of the cables. Let's hope not. Let me see the all sky. No, the all sky, I can't use the all sky because of the of this. Well, I will point to Polaris, then I open the camera again. Okay, let's open another sharp cap for the Virtuoso. The one that is open, it's for the all sky. And connect scene scan. Connects. I have to connect the telescope. Of course, I have to connect here the telescope. I'm a bit slow tonight because of the flu. What is this? Here. What the heck? What is this here? Insects? Maybe. Okay. Alignment. 1-star alignment. Polaris. Hello, Amy. Thanks, Ray. Okay, now it's the time to see. This is the whole sky. She's not working because of the camera, security camera. And now it's the time to connect the other camera. Let's see if it works with all of these connections. With a 10 meter plus 1 meter cable. Well, it's opening at least. Yeah. Now, I think I will say I have the camera. I will check Polaris outside first. I want this to be aligned for you to then to see the focuser. Okay, I will cover the camera while I'm doing it. And open this for you to see. Okay. Okay, these are the clouds. I can't see Polaris because of the clouds, but I can see Jupiter. So I will say to the software that it's there. It's not, but let's see. And now I will tell him to go to Jupiter. But I want to track it. I don't trust table with cables around. I want to see what the telescope is doing. Besides, if it breaks, we can see it. Hopefully not. Solar system, Jupiter. Go to. It's moving. You see the cable, this cable here, and then the cable of the camera. The camera cable is large enough, but the other one, the wired. I have this to wire the Virtuoso without needing Wi-Fi. It works much flawless. Okay, let's see if it's there. You see? Excellent. Autofocus. We can see stars. Autofocus. Look how easily I will focus this. Over clouds. This is because of the clouds. All of this blurry background. Look how easily I will place like this for you to see. Like this. So all can see. How easily I can do it. Like this. It's enough. The clouds are a mess. Let me brighten this a bit more. Like this. These distortions are because of the focal reducer. It's normal. So don't worry. And now look how I focus from now the Virtuoso telescope and how easy it is. You saw how easy it was? I can't do better than this just because they are bloated, the stars, because of the clouds. This is because of the clouds. Look at the background, horrible. We are watching the sky through the clouds. That's why, and the distortions are because of the focal reducer. But you notice that I don't know if you could see on camera that it's a different workflow from the old focuser. I touch a bit and wait. It stabilizes and I see left or right the focuser, and it's very, very, very easy. Very easy. Hey Samir, you missed all the introduction to the... I showed here the telescope. Also it didn't cool down, so it will not... But it doesn't matter because the sky tonight is a mess. The purpose is to watch something. And if we can't do nothing, I place a barrel and we test with a barrel over Jupiter. But it will be blurred because of the clouds that we have. So it's different. We touch a bit and it's so... we can fine-tune so well. It's smooth, but stiff. It doesn't move, only when you move. I like very, very much this focus. Now let's see what we have in Sharp Cap. It's too long. If I was you, Fredled, I will be honest, because sometimes that's why it's so important, and it was so important for us to have you here sharing your focuser, because nothing of this will happen, at least right now, maybe in the future, I don't know, because I wouldn't get that idea from yours. So it's very important, and I saw all the ideas possible to this focuser, and none was so good as yours. When I saw yours, I said, this is good stuff. But then I was worried about that connection with the focuser, just that. And I remember that I had this extension here, and if I flip the extension, it would work. And it's very strong to attach. So it's very important. That's why now I'm sharing. And this setup it's so versatile that you can change stuff in it. Loads of stuff. It comes to my mind, loads of different stuff that we can adapt to this setup that I have now. So use your intelligence, because you are an intelligent guy, to think, and all of you to think over this new setup and to improve it. I'm not here to say this is the best setup, and it can be better. This is the best one so far. That's why I did a video. I wouldn't do the video about this if I was not excited about this to work, and it works very, 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 very well. I'm amazed with this. With focal reducer, the same distance. Team will love it. Team, you are used to that that adapter that you have to 2-inch. We can't use 2-inch here, but this way you can use. Notice that I don't have any 1 1/4 stuff there. Only a bit more than 1 1/4. It's the size of the base of the focuser, and that I will not change. I will not mess with the base of the original focuser. But from there, nothing is a small hole. They are all large, M42 or 2-inch, M48. Now let's test. I will test live stacking, but you can see that the live stacking, look, we have kind of, it looks like vignetting, but it's clouds. This is a cloud, clearly. We can see it's a cloud passing. So it will not help to make that test of the vignetting. It will not help. Let this cloud pass and see if I can live stack, just for the sake of having... Let me see if we can plate solve. Let's solve. No. Oh, it's solved, even with the clouds. Okay, now it's updating. As Sharp Cap plate solved, now we have Jupiter. Because of Sharp Cap. Now I will adjust. And you see, it's not perfectly vertical, the movement, but it's almost there. It's enough, fair enough. You see the stars when I move? The trail of the stars is not completely vertical. But fair enough, we don't need to have millimetrically. We just need to move right and left and up and down in the arrows, and the telescope respond accordingly. We don't want to move, to click on the right arrow and it goes up, or diagonal. But like this we can control easily. Now this is Jupiter. But I'm not with a Barlow. Oh, I will have to say it's there. Okay, it's there. I'm not with a Barlow, I'm with a focal reducer. This is just a test, remember. I will lower. It's too bright and too much clouds. We can see the moons there. Let me lower the gain. They are burning. Now we can imagine you are going to do Jupiter. You can refocus now with the moons. Let me position. Look, I'm going outside again to try to focus here in the moons first. And you will see again. How I do. Remember that I just touch the focuser and let it go. Touch and let it go. Touch by touch. Hold on. If you like this kind of content, remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date with videos and live streams. Too zoomed in. You see, it's better now. Let me zoom out a bit. It's too much. I touch and... Imagine that you are doing planetary imaging. You do like this and now. Remember, I'm with a focal reducer. I shouldn't to do planets. This is a test. It will be too bright. But let's try anyway, and with clouds. Let's try anyway to see. Well, it's focused. But it's too bright, you see. We can't use focal reducer. It has to be with a Barlow. Let me see if the clouds... Well, I can't see with the... This is with the camera. Let me close the camera. Incredible. I cover the camera. I need a better position to this camera. You see the clouds here. Hold on. See? Clouds. But we can change for the barrel. Actually, I think I will take off the camera. I need a larger cable. I'm with a 2 meters only cable to the camera, to this all sky. Hey, Ray. Hello, Madziv. British. Finally got my Virtuoso sent from AstroArt. Great, great. This show is sponsored by AstroArt Finland, your astronomical partner. Great to know. Been waiting for 1.5 months. Yes, they are on back order. Got unlucky with buying right after the stock ended, but I am getting it. Woohoo! So I'm happy for you. Yeah, they are always on back order. They sell, they sell a lot and then again. I got my Virtuoso for Christmas, but it arrives in July next year. Oh, it arrived. Okay, congratulations, Steven. We have to change planet to have clearest skies. For sure, Samir. You see, it's Bisbeck. It was clear to you how it works. Oh, let me take this off. The ticker. This is the Virtuoso. Tonight is the night of the Virtuoso. So the clouds still there. Let me see Jupiter. Let me see the weather, the satellite. It's hot here, still hot. You see loads of, a bunch of clouds here. Look, you see? It will get worse, not better. It will get worse, look. This was 22, now it's 23. It was 1 hour ago. No, half an hour ago was here. And look the movement, they are going up. I'm here. By the way, with the flu I almost forgot. We are streaming from here. Planet Earth. Continent Europe. Country Portugal. Region Algarve. 37 latitude Bortle 5. Elon Musk is... Did you know that Amazon already sent satellites to space? For internet it will be good in the competition, but you that do astrophotography will be like this. More satellites. Here we can manage, we clear and reset, and but the astrophotography will have. But now you have already functions in the softwares to clean all of that mess off. Actually, I want to show you something. Let me see what it will be. I have something here. Samir, what about this one? What about this one? This is from NASA. A photo from NASA. What do you think? Sounds good, Samir? How's that sound? To go to live in this planet. This is not a planet, it's a moon of a planet. These two images from NASA Cassini spacecraft show how the spacecraft's perspective changed as it passed within 15,000 miles, so 24,000 kilometers, of Saturn's moon Pan. Let me present you, ladies and gentlemen. Hold on. I have to cough. Let me present you, ladies and gentlemen, the Saturn's moon Pan. Bam! This was Cassini's closest ever encounter with Pan, improving the level of detail seen on the Little Moon by a factor of 8 over previous observations. So this was the best one they had of this moon. Look how weird it is. Oh, zoom. Look how weird it is. With it looks like a hat, yes. Or an alien ship like this. Look. I wanted to show you this because it's not very known, this Saturn moon. And it's interesting to know. You know that I like to share stuff with you that we don't have the time and you don't have the time to be searching for, and sometimes I collect them and show to you. Universe is stunning. It's stunning. And more to come. Did you know, Samir, this is, you should know. I think I posted on the community also. I will show you. This is amazing. We are discovering things that our brains and our DNA and everything and our knowledge of science today didn't even know it could happen. You should know this one is, well, you should know. Let me see where I have it. It's a picture. Well, I searched Google, for sure it's there. Ah, no, I will show you something even better. Look. I will show you something even better. Look at this, very, very interesting. This still be the breaking news. Breaking news. As the weather is not good, I'm showing two news. One was Pan, the beautiful and weird Saturn moon. And look at this. This site, it's from ESA. You come here. I will place the site in the chat. This is very interesting. And it will be the news, it's inside this site also. I will place in the chat. Oh, I wish I got more energy tonight. But I'm still on pills. But I'm much better now that I'm with you. This is a site, sky.esa.int. You choose here, welcome, choose a mode, science or explorer. It doesn't matter because it will be the same, science. You can toggle here at the top. Now look at this. You search for, you come here, I think it's the explorer, science, explorer mode. You come here at the left, you have more stuff to explore. James Webb, okay? This is the icon of James Webb. And you come here and filter the column, the object name, Orion. No, it's not here. Let me see. It's... M42. Hold on. Can it be here? Orion. Yes, it's at the left, at the title, not the object name. I don't know why. And it comes with 5 images. You click here, and it has here the 5 images from James Webb of any object. Any object. This one was the last one. This is the Orion Nebula. You can see, you can zoom out. This is all made. This has a website. Has a sky all made with Hubble, James Webb images. It's amazing, guys. Amazing. Geisler, I bought the active cable on your website. Worked great for me. I have the active cable plugged into a USB hub by the Virtuoso. I can now sit inside. Yes, it's as I'm using right now. Right now, I knew that it worked. Otherwise, I would not give you the links. Every links I give is my opinion. What I think I shouldn't recommend, I don't care. You know how it is. Transparency. And I knew it worked. We did stuff with him, with this cable. 10 meters. When we were live streaming Venus with that CAC filter. It was the telescope. When the telescope is far away from here because of the position in the sky, I use that cable. That cable was meant for those occasions. Otherwise, I would use the 5 meters. But I wanted to test now with this setup if the frame rate with this cable is better than the other one. If it's the same, but that will be in another live stream. If it's the same, I will use the 5 meters. It's shorter here. And that's enough. If not, if this one is better because it's active or whatever, from now I will use this 10 meters active cable. It's expensive, but it's a cable that fits. It's for life. It's strongly recommended. So I'm glad you bought that cable. Now, James Webb, you come here. You zoom, and this is the last image. You can change the opacity. The last image from the Orion Nebula from James Webb. And they discovered, guys, this is amazing because they discovered something for the first time, which was loads of planets, pairs of planets. They move in pair, not a single one, by pairs. Like couples. It's amazing. Plenty of them. I don't know if they were 40 or more. I can see the news to check that, to confirm that. Loads of them, like, how do they call, not phantom planets? Rogue planets. I think it's the term. Rogue planets, which are planets, not like ours. In the solar system, they spin around the sun, a star, usually. We see that they spin around the star. Those are rock planets. They are free in the universe. Free in the universe. Like phantoms in the universe. Like travelers. Like explorers of the universe. Now they are there. Or they were. In the Orion Nebula. And they will go who knows where. But it's amazing. They are in a formation like they were Starlink satellites. In a formation, large formation, that's incredible. They don't know very well. They are moved somehow with the gravity. The gravity is the key. They still together in that formation. But they are moving like they don't know where they come from. We don't know where they will go towards. Amazing. We don't know nothing about those planets. It's amazing. They will go through the universe. And what was more about those planets? They said loads of them. When they saw recently, some days ago, they were like, "This can't be like that. What's happening?" So now with James Webb, they discovered, and that's it. They discovered already that there are much more planets like this in the universe than we ever imagined. I think, I don't want to lie, but I think they said there are more planets like this than planets around the star. Let me check. This is... I don't know, guys. I really love... And you know, this channel is about Dobbs and astronomy, watching the sky, and that will be like that. But this component of... Imagine, the Orion Nebula is rising. Soon we'll be there for us, and you will see loads of pictures everywhere. Orion Nebula, Orion Nebula. It's a stunning nebula to watch through an eyepiece. It's amazing to watch through an eyepiece. It's one of the best ones. Any beginner, the first time he grabs a telescope, place an eyepiece. If the Orion Nebula is there on the sky, up in the sky, it will not let him down or her. This winter, that's what I wrote in a post on the community in the YouTube channel. This winter, because every single winter I watch this nebula a lot through an eyepiece, through this one and through this one. I love this one to have the spacewalk effect. This winter, every one of you, after knowing this and remembering, will watch to that nebula, and usually you watch to the nebula and your imagination flow. But this time you have one more piece of information, and you will remember that those planets, those couple of planets are there, passing there, and you will imagine even more, it will open even more your imagination watching this nebula, watching the sky. Isn't that amazing? It's amazing. What eyepiece millimeter? Well, be aware, I prefer this one. But this is a 9 millimeters, but it's a special one. I don't like 9 or 10 millimeters for the Orion Nebula. It's too magnified and too small field of view. But this one has a particularity. This one has 100 degrees field of view. You feel like your eye, you usually with a plusle, your eye is like this, no? Like this. With this eyepiece, look, like this, with a plus. With this eyepiece, imagine this is the eyepiece. I do like this, and then I do like this, and like this, and like this, and like this. You see? The averted vision comes naturally because you are like floating in the sky with this eyepiece. I love this eyepiece. I love it. I love eyepieces with large field, extra wide field of view. Now there's one with 120, but it costs a kidney. No. The 100, it's fair enough with 9 millimeters. And it grabs, it will cut the edges of this nebula. I'm getting excited with this. It cuts the edges, but almost all the nebula, the most beautiful part is there. It just cut a bit of the edges. And it's like three-dimensional, you know, like you were there with these planets inside the nebula. I don't know how to express it better than this. It's amazing. It's amazing. The Orion Nebula, it's amazing. Kids love it. Everybody loves the Orion Nebula. Visually. Better than images. Much better than images. You don't see the colors, yes, it's true, but you see the difference with the gray, with the hydrogen, that greenish tint. It's the gray mixed with the greenish tint, and also a bit of bluish. And once I could see faint, an exceptional and rare night, with this eyepiece I could see, and after loads of observation, so hours outside, and well, hours, I don't know, but loads of time, and I could see some faint red tint, almost nothing, but it was only once that I could see. I called my wife, but she couldn't see, but I'm seeing, but she's not. Well, but it was amazing. Orion Nebula, M42 Orion Nebula. Any telescope, doesn't matter. Binoculars also, with a finder. It's amazing. Let me take this off. So, let me just check the news to see if it was the right information. So this website from ESA, you can search anything here. For instance, pillars. Let me see. 4 images. Pillars of creation. You write pillars, and right away 4 images, and you choose. Look, they have this one, they have this one, and they explain here at the right. Show more. You can read all of this. This is, guys, this is a treasure I'm giving to you here. This is a treasure. This as a website is a treasure. Grab it. It's on the chat. You can take here anywhere, any object. And from Hubble, if you click on Hubble, the same. You see pillars. You see the one from Hubble here, remember this one? And you can examine anybody. If you're a beginner, you will benefit from this knowledge. If you are a visual observator, you will benefit from this. To see, oh, I saw this part. Oh, so I missed this other part. If you are an astrophotographer, you can compare your images and see, oh, I need more time, maybe one or two more nights to grab this detail here on this nebula that I couldn't this year, or this session, or pack of sessions. So you see and compare if the colors are match the ones that are there also. And if you do EAA also, to see what you are missing from EAA to these pictures. The eagle here, all the pictures here, all. The new version of SceneScan has scripts for SharpCap. What? What did you just say? Let me just check that information. I don't like to lie here. So, Orion. Let me see the news. The news. Oh, this is in Portuguese. I want the other one. Hold on. I come back to you. Don't worry. Let me just... Okay, Stunning Mosaic. It's this one. Rock Planets. The name was correct. 40 pairs of free floating gas. I will pull the... I know I can't. I have to do like this. Like this. Okay, I agree. So from space.com, yes. 40 pairs of free floating gas giants. Same image. (2800) nebula young stars are known to exist inside this nebula, the Orion Nebula. Here, infrared camera. Let me see the number of planets. They are free-floating gas giant planets. Like Jupiter. That we are watching. Is it there? Yes, it's there. Look. Still there. It's working fine, the Virtuoso. Still there. With a focal reducer. This is crazy. Crazy. The nebula is illuminated by the trapezium. You know what is it? The 4 stars. Well, the 4 main stars that we see. Let me see what they say, if they say here. About the number of free floating planets, rock planets. I should read that anywhere. I don't know. I don't know. I'm not sure. Open them up. Okay. Geisler, you are telling me that the new version of the SceneScan application, you will be a master of this. Listen what I'm telling you. I told this before, you were not here, you didn't know us. To members here that we have here, Samir, Mazif, Astrocade, Astrothib, Abiosis has more experience. But members that Brian Fowler, many time ago, maybe 2 years ago, I said to them, my goal is for you to pass through here and become better than me. And it's still my goal here. I have my threshold. I don't pass that threshold to astrophotography, but I'm making things easier for any beginner to come, pass through here. If it likes more visual, okay, doesn't matter. If it likes more EA, it doesn't matter. If it likes more astrophotography, it doesn't matter. But usually people goes through astrophotography later. It requires more time and money. So, and time in investment in that. And my goal is that for you to go to the path that you choose, usually is astrophotography, and become better than me, much better. And I succeed in that. And you will follow that path, because I see that you like astrophotography. So what you are saying to me is that SceneScan, my flu. I'm sorry. SceneScan application from Skywatcher Corporation. It has a new version for Windows available 2.4.8, released a few weeks ago, and I didn't know. And it connects with SharpCap. It has scripts for SharpCap. Great. Open them in Notepad. It gives instructions. Not sure how to run them, though. It's for alignment. Go to run, check the ending on the replay. When I grew when I grow up, I want to be like Anaximandros. I tell you something, Assortib. Think well in that, because you will live most of the time over the clouds, in the mountains. Oh God. We are a bit, all of us, we are a bit crazy, no? We have to be tolerant with each other. We are a bit crazy, yes. I will check that, Geisler. I will search for information when I'm bored in SharpCap forum that I like to, because I'm sure someone there is asking things about it. We are watching Jupiter through a focal reducer. You will not see this so often in the internet. Watching Jupiter with... Oh, it's not here anymore. With a 6-inch Virtuoso telescope, with a focuser made by demand, DIY focuser, that you can do it, and over a table to drink stuff. It's covered. Okay, I cover it because of the... But then I will connect it again, because I will place the telescope inside. Actually, today I remember you, Samir, because of the... I hate this. When I connect the television, I wish all my televisions cooled. Some of them do that. When I connect the television, opens directly YouTube. I don't want television to pop first. I want YouTube first. But I was watching in one of them, I connected, and it popped the news on Spain, because I catch everything from Spain here. And the news were the immigration now in the islands, loads of boats with people there. And I thought, oh God, Samir will be, can it be in that island? I don't know. But it's a problem they have. The wise man on the mountain. with his dog. Speaking of the CAC filter, when will you burn up? Oh, okay. You know that I'm thinking that a lot. And I was thinking, well, if I don't tell anything, people will just forget it. That I said that. My sponsor will forget it because it was his idea. My sponsor will forget it. And I just shut up. Sometimes it's better to shut up. But I don't know. The problem is, I start thinking, okay, I don't mind. He said to me, and I trust him, he said to me, don't worry, if you burn the Virtuoso, I back you up. Okay, no problems about that. The problem is, you see how excited I am now with this focuser and stuff with the Virtuoso outside? If something happen, I will tell him, hey, it happened. You'll have to replace my Virtuoso. But it's out of stock. It's always out of stock. They arrive and they sell them all. And then the idea of being without my precious ring. Who knows how much time? It's awful to me. So I decided for now to forget. Thank you, Quasar, for being 20 months member. Thank you. Yeah, I can imagine you with your dog. I don't have dogs for a long time. Because I had loads of dogs during my life. And at the end, I suffer a lot because we live more than them. And then we suffer a lot. And I had the bad luck because I didn't buy any dog. I pick dogs from the street without pedigree. And then they come already with problems and stuff. The last one I picked from... Not the last one. I picked one here. There's a container. I was placing the trash in the container. There were two dogs, small dogs, crying. I entered inside the container. I picked those two dogs. I gave them water with a syringe. Then I called the veterinary, and it told me and sold me the products to the small dogs. And I gave them every time during the day with that special milk and whatever. And it was a boy and a girl. The boy didn't make it. And but it was a situation that I was forced, life placed that situation over me. That's different. And the other one made it, but then after 10 years or something or less, it got a disease. And here in this region in the south, all the south of Europe, we had that problem with a mosquito. And usually the dogs from the street, savage dogs, they have already inside that disease, and it's a suffering. And all my dogs, I suffered a lot with all of them. I built a house for the dogs. One of these days I will show you the picture. A beautiful house for the dogs, beautiful space for them to be there. But I can't have... And then with my wife's cancer, we couldn't take off the dogs if we hadn't already dogs. Otherwise we'll have to find a solution. And it was... from then I said, no more animals. I had birds here. The snakes enter in, because I live in a country. The snakes enter and eat the birds. You arrive home and you see a snake with a huge ball. It's the bird inside. I can't have. I prefer to like this, and I don't know, and have the animals around, rabbits, whatever, here, and birds, free, and sometimes. Now we have less dogs abandoned, fortunately. There's an evolution in the humankind in that way. So now I will pick the telescope for you to see the Virtuoso levers. It's not on the field of view anymore. It should have run to the right. Let me see, because it was moving to the right. Let me see if I move the telescope. Oh, I think it's here, no? Yeah, it's here. Yeah, it moved to the right. Now it's cloudy and we don't even see the planet very well. We'll do this with a Barlow another day. Other live stream. Yeah, it's cloudy. So first I close this, and now I do like this and like this. What's that? Yeah, there are clouds here, you see. This camera is good. The camera is the one that Brian Fowler. You see the reflections? Look. Remember what I said about the reflections? This is the mirror. You see? Reflections. And I will show you another thing. You want to see an UFO? See if I have it here. That I cocked? Don't believe? Look. Look. What's this? In the sky. If I post this on Facebook or Instagram or both, what do you think? With a smartphone. These are reflections of the moon. The other night. It looks like an UFO. So I think something like similar to this happened that night that we saw UFOs. That's what I think. Now, let's see if I break the telescope. Dogs are much better than humans. Much better than humans. And loyal. My dog also, sadly, I shared a pic once where he was sitting next to my dog. Still all the memory. Yes, the memories, I know, but it hurts. Well, I think after, with our age, well, I have 52, and loads of dogs that I came to my life. All my family always had dogs, my grandparents, and I saw this in them. When they got old, they could manage better the dogs not being alive anymore, or the animals. But my experience was so tough, and it's me that has to put action on the things. Was very sad in all of them. So I prefer to... There's a guy, I have a neighbor, it's an English guy, that the guy lives in a great house. Sometimes it hurts my view with the lights when he has visitors, guests. And the guy once said, he loves animals, he has horses and everything, but he once said, I give money, I donate money to an institution here, but I can't, and I understand that I can't have any more dogs in my life because I suffered so much that I can't have them. And he loves animals also, and I could connect immediately with him. I understood immediately what he was talking about because I passed through that experience also. But as I had loads of dogs during my life, and also as a child and adult, only a few years ago with my wife's cancer. Before that was the last one, and then came the cancer. It was a really... You see me happy and I have a good life. It's true. I don't need more than this. But life is like ups and downs, and sometimes life hurts. I'd rather have UFOs. I have a problem with Starlink photobombing. But in SharkCap, at least doing live stacking, you can use a feature that is satellite removal, and I saw people that use it that is happy with it. I don't need, because I do short exposure, but it works. It seems it works. Now, let me break the telescope for once for all. We never know. We never know. I'll put tension. That's so easy. close in scan. That's so easy, the Virtuoso. I just upgraded to a AZ Air and I don't think I'll go back to Sharp Cap. AZ is... Well, it's a choice, Arishastro. The AZ Air or the option to go through the path of the ZWO ecosystem, it's a choice. For some people it works well, but then you don't have the Sharp Cap, of course. For people like me that really loves to work with Sharp Cap because I do different stuff, it's worth it. Or maybe like Astrothebe, I do planetary with AZR. Maybe you can... So Astrothebe, as I suppose you use Sharp Cap for one stuff and AZR you use for planetary, right? Thank you, Ritis. Karaliusz. I believe it won't handle very high frames per second. Sharp Cap is better for EAA in my opinion, bit more flexible. Yeah, that's why I use it. The AZR, like you do astrophotography, but for lazy astrophotography, AZR is king. Yeah, I understand that. I understand that. I understand that. I don't know. I probably will. I don't like to say never, but as I don't do astrophotography in a deep level, I'm not very interested in AZR. But I don't know if in the future I will use. I will mix a different mount to, because I'm aware that, for instance, even a Newtonian over like you use in an equatorial mount to have a perfect EAA session, it's better, and you have the rotation of the field. It's not like Alta AZ. But I don't know. We have time. We have time. I'm not in a rush. Where is your large telescope from other videos? It's right in front of me. Here I have the 12-inch, the 8-inch. I have a small cheap refractor. And I usually here I have the dwarf and the other refractor, from Skywatcher, 70 ED, but it's there because I took off the table, but now I will replace it. Another dwarf. Small one. I just got a 16-inch Dob, but requires some mods before using it. The Dobs, one thing that I like in the Dobs, it's that, and you see all over the place, people with Dobs doing that. You can, from ideas from others and your own ideas also, or mix of ideas, that's why I like to, and you can improve a lot the Dobsonians. So the mods are a great way. Now I want to clean. I will have 24 of this month, October. the meeting in the town hall to see whatever. They were a mess. They were talking like they don't care about astronomy, and they were talking like the guy that watched the stars. You see how the people is. The guy that watched the stars, and they don't care that I'm doing astronomy here, and they don't care if it was football or something, but astronomy, it's not important to them here and everywhere here in my country. And they all were almost like, you have to take all of this off, and it was scary. Now I will go there at the end of the month to have a meeting to see if I can convince them that what I'm doing here is crucial, that I'm also working here, and that's another thing. If the people don't care about astronomy, imagine the common citizen, the mainstream, you tell them, adults, not kids, kids understand better this, but adults that you deal with every day, you tell them that you do astronomy and that you are a YouTuber, even worse. Because in their minds, at least here, in my country, YouTube is still a thing of, I don't know, a stupid thing to do and for clowns or something. They don't think that I'm doing educational topics or science-related topics and that I work in this. They don't understand that. They think YouTube is like a joke. Will you, now that it's off topic and we are reaching the end, will any of you will buy I'm curious to know, will buy the smart glasses from Meta? Or do you think they will use that to control everybody in the world? I leave it like this. Smart glasses, the ones that don't know, just write on Google. Meta smart glasses, Ray-Ban. They are from Ray-Ban, a good brand of glasses. Sunglasses, you can choose without being sunglasses, regular glasses. They have a camera. And you can speak with AI instead of speaking to your phone. You can go on the street and... What's this? What's that? Tell me this, tell me that. Send this photo to my Instagram. I'll leave it like that. I want the Apple VR. Did you like it, the Apple VR? What I saw... I think the ones that... the improvements they did on... I don't know the name of the VR of Facebook. They have already... They control, I don't know the name. They control all the body. So they can replicate all the body. Look, you enter with those glasses imagine that you enter in your living room and it has all decorations, but it has more decorations there, virtual decorations that looks real. So it's mixed reality. That will be a fact. I don't know if in a few years you will be here with me watching Inside the Nebula. I don't know. Because it will be all virtual. That's why I insist in being me, myself, with my defects, my human defects, for you to tolerate them and me to tolerate yours. For in a few years, we will miss that. You will miss this human connection that we have. Worse or better, we have defects, but you will miss that in a world more and more artificial. We will enjoy that artificiality, but you will miss this human tone to life. The Meta glasses sounds like an episode from Doctor Who, where the cyber... But they look cool. They are regular Ray-Ban. They are not weird like the Google ones, the ones that they did before. They are cool. You can go on the street with them and nobody will look at you like weird. Same for astrophotography. In the future, it will be about pushing a button with zero effort. You don't have any doubts about it. Don't have any doubts about it. Why will you have that work manipulating an image when AI can do it for you? That's why I insist for you to stick with us with this. Sometimes you will not understand, but that's behind all of that. It's this that I want you that go to astrophotography to have that fit in this. Don't let go all of this that we do here ever, because this will be the place where when you miss that, you come back here and you will have always that. When you start feeling that artificiality, you come back here and then you can go there again and hit the world. It's difficult to understand and to express also. If I can choose, I'm not going to use the meta one, rather not the meta. The meta ones, from what I saw, they are very nice, and be able to work with ChatGPT and or their AI, whatever, and ask if you imagine you will have the opportunity. You go to Spain, you don't understand Spanish. You look at something that's written in Spanish. Hey, translate this meta, and it translates everything that he's watching. You go to Paris, you look to the tower, the Eiffel Tower, and you ask him, what's this that I'm watching? It's the Eiffel Tower. Tell me what the history or what's happened with this, and he will tell you. Here, speak with you. I think it will be very, very powerful. But also what I think is, and it can happen, is that, imagine, you have a country like China and whatever countries that they do whatever they want. When you tend to think in a global big brother, you tend to think, and me, in what we have. It's security cameras everywhere, they will control our movements, etc. They do that already in certain countries. But this is ingenious, because why do we have Occidental? Why do we have to do something like those countries that it's not good, it's not well accepted? When we can make the people on the street like to use something that will record everything, UAPs, people, places, everything for the system, because it will be all connected with the system, without we having to impose anything. Because the glasses already have connections with WhatsApp, Facebook and Instagram. I'm sure everybody here has at least one account in Instagram or Facebook or WhatsApp. It's heading towards full control, and people are getting used to it slowly. It's exactly what I think. I don't have nothing to hide. I always talk that with my wife, and we don't have nothing to hide. But I'm aware of that. One day we will miss the times of collimation and call it the golden era of EAA. If they change the Dobs, who knows what the Dobs will morph into. Because one thing that, and you can see that it doesn't change, it's physics. James Webb has aperture, and it's better located. Hubble telescope has aperture, and it's better located. It's outside the atmosphere, it's better located. So aperture always matters. Aperture matters. But aperture as an inconvenient is the more aperture, the more the weight. So they can find ways. Now we have thrust Dobs or Newtonians. We can find ways to handle, but until a certain point. That's when the Dobs come. The Dob mount, Dobsonian mount, it's amazing because of that, because it takes that problem, it lowers that problem, or it gets rid of that problem by 12 inch. As I use, I grab it, I go. If I couldn't grab it, if I was with health problems or older, I could push it with wheels or something. There's always a solution. I see very old people with large Dobs moving them. There's always a solution. So, perfect. But if it was like ABOs have that, has that, I think it has now 12-inch tube, solid tube, over an equatorial mount. And more than that, where do you place a 24-inch or something with that heavy? You see, we will have that physics always. And if they evolve, you can say, okay, but they will evolve the ways that the camera captures, and perfect. But we can use the camera everywhere. And it will always be to go deep. To go deep will always... Look, the James Webb goes deep, the Hubble goes deep. That's the power of them, those telescopes. But they need aperture to go deep. They don't place a dwarf in the sky with a small aperture. They will place the larger they can. And they are mounting or planning, or they have projects already running of super large telescopes to the moon. They will build in the moon, and more to come in the sky to join James Webb and the others. And that's amazing, because that's our only solution to know, with a distance, to know what's happening in other places, because we can't go there yet. My 6-inch fits into a Hyundai. Okay, and you can dismantle it or something. It's heading towards... Oh, okay, we saw that already. So something for us to be aware, those glasses. Reassemble it. Hyundai Argada. Police cars here. It has to be a tight fit. I had a Hyundai in the past. No, not a Hyundai, a Subaru. A Subaru, Japanese. From the company. I was working in the company. This tight fit. So I think the Dobbs will morph into something better, and we will be here hopefully to follow that evolution. Half of the car. Don't worry, because I will follow what should be followed. But sometimes things are not so linear. Okay, people, have a great weekend. And thank you for being here. I'm feeling much better now that I did the live stream. It's amazing. It's incredible. Live streams give me power. And clear skies to all of you, if possible. If tomorrow I don't know, but I promise you, if the sky is clear, we will try something very special, and maybe later in the night. It will be like a rave party, but special. And on Sunday, if the sky is clear, I will do the all sky stuff. Bye bye. Thank you. McDonald's.